Hi Jonathan, it's a 1-1 draw here with Dunfermline at Cappielow today. Can I get your immediate reaction to the result and performance, please?
I have to say I'm not happy with the performance in terms of how we managed the game and how our shape was. You know, we were too stretched at times, too lethargic at times. You know, we looked a little bit slow to react and you know, a little bit passive in our pressing, and we didn't really get close to them. That's also credit to Dunfermline. You can see that they've had a few bad results. They pressed us really well. You know, credit to the opponents, who's got a lot of good players. So it was difficult for us to play, but I felt we were a little bit too negative in a way, passing as well. There was too many sideward passes, too many backwards passes to our keeper, especially in the second half. I felt, and you know, obviously the goal is disappointing to go in between our centre half and fullback. But these are things we're going to work on a lot this week, and you know, sometimes the Dundee United game maybe, you know, gives you a little bit of a false sense that you know, you know, we can work on this, we can work on that, and then something like this, come on, you learn a lot from it, and you know, obviously as manager and as coaches, we will look at this and get it right for our next home game. Saying that, I'm not overly, you know, with the work rate was great, you know, the spirit in the team was great, and also, you know, we actually ended the game quite well, and we got coming from behind against a good side. It's always good, you know. So there was some pleasing aspects about it.
It was goalless at half time. You obviously weren't satisfied at that point. You make a half time substitution, bring Scott Tiffany on for Jack Iredale.
But Jack actually had an injury. I think he broke his hand, so we need to scan this. So it you know, I'm not blaming Jack, but I wasn't that impressed by the first half performance. But I didn't think that Dunfermline had many chances as well. So I think it was a sort of a nothing game, a 0-0 game. It was more the second half. The way we played for the first 30 minutes in the second half was poor.
You did make changes early in the second half as well. Brought Charlie Telfer on, changed the shape, and you kind of changed the shape after Dunfermline went in front as well.
I think we were losing the battle of second balls in midfield. We spoke about it before. They're clever getting in the wide players into those holes and pockets, and I felt that they were getting on the ball way too much, and it was starting to become waves of attack a little bit. And I knew that if I don't change something and get us a little bit more solid in the midfield, they would get a second eventually, and I would have killed off the game. So that's why I made the changes, and it's difficult for players to come on and you know, in a high tempo game, high pressing game, and to make it more solid. But I did think eventually it did work a little bit, and we looked a little bit more solid, a little bit better towards the end, and had a chance.
Chris Miller was injured today. Was he someone that was missed in midfield, do you think?
Yeah, definitely. His experience, one, and two, his legs, you know, his work rate and the way he keeps everything together. So yeah, of course you miss someone like Chris, and we gave him every chance. But this morning he still felt it a little bit, and you know, we're hoping to have him back next week. But yeah, I also realized that it's important that players don't damage themselves and be out for a long time.
What was the injury with Chris, Jonathan?
It's something in his groin area, a little bit thick when he's running and turning and twisting, so something we're going to give a little bit time.
In terms of Dunfermline's goal, there was a few opportunities down that side before Andy Ryan scores that chance. Was that something that disappointed you, the goal?
Disappointed a goal in terms, we talk about shape and spaces between the centre half and fullback needs to be covered there quicker and not take a chance. It's a good finish from the boy. But they were getting on top of that. Connolly's getting in the holes and getting on the ball, getting on the half turn and making us push backwards all the time. And you know, I have to say that Dunfermline was well on top in that stage, and probably deserved their goal. You know, disappointed because one thing I was pleased with is how we defended the box. You know, our two centre half defended the box was excellent. So they had a lot to deal with today, and I thought they dealt with it really well.
Last week you conceded a late goal. Today you score a late goal to get the draw. Scott Tiffany, so it takes a shot from distance. Maybe the keeper should do better, but sometimes you earn your own rewards, and if you don't shoot, you don't score, basically.
No, it's been being positive, and I felt that sometimes your game is not going to be great. Sometimes you're going to feel a little bit leggy, and that's when it's even more important that your team shape is right, that you're close to one another, you're working, so you not give anything away to the opponents. and then a little bit positivity in the end. You know, you take someone on and you have a shot, and you know, you get your rewards. And I felt that. I think it was the only first time we really played behind them in the second half, and we got a shot on target in the second half, and these go in. You know, so well done for Tiff for being brave and taking people on.
And you finished quite positively after
Yeah.
that. Maybe Denny Johnson had a header right at the end.
Yeah, and that's what I said. The credit I give to these boys, because they're dead honest and they're really working hard for each other, is that they gave everything and they really pushed, and I think they started believing a little bit more after we scored, which is good, I guess, but also we need to have that belief from the start, and you know, with a little bit of luck that we could have snatched those 3 points, but you know, it would have been maybe a little bit too much to ask for today.
Excellent, Jonathan. Thank you
Thanks.
very much for your time.
Cheers.
Well done today.
Thank you.